Hello everyone and welcome back to Stationeers. Well, I think we need to go home very quickly and pick up a bunch of extra heavy cables. Unfortunately, while I was testing out the rest of this setup, I realized that yes, I completely forgot that smelting the gold requires 2000 watts and that will overload the system. Okay, all by itself it will not, but if we add the silver, it will. So unfortunately, we have to replace pretty much everything. Now, we could separate out the different, we could separate out the silver smelting, the gold smelting and all that kind of stuff, but that will require a couple of extra housings and chips. So tell you what, instead of doing that, let's just replace the cabling for everything and that will do the trick. So we have this one. Next up, give me a bunch of heavy cables and I suppose one full stack. Sure, off you go. Once this is printed out, I will replace all the cables. Unfortunate, but I don't think it can be helped. As I said, we could separate out the networks, but we have to print out 2 transformers at least, then at least 2 more housings, and then 2 more chips, and then add the different codes. So tell you what, replacing the cabling is going to be a little bit more convenient. Okay, while that one is printing, I will quickly go upstairs and maybe take a look at the plants. So, the ferns are happy. Very good. What about you guys? Nice, they are thriving. Right now it is 36 degrees in the base. Well, it could be better. By the way, how are we on the sugarcane seeds? Okay, we have all 10 seeds at this point, so it's fine. I guess once we harvest all this one, I will start making some chocolates. Yeah, right now we only have 1, I believe, right? I did process 1 of them. Yeah, we have 1 grams of cocoa powder and we need at least 2 to make chocolate, I believe. You know what? Since we are here, we might as well eat and drink. And since we only have this 10% of French fries, we might as well make the next batch. Okay, that will do. We have plenty of food. Don't forget to drink, and the cabling may be finished by now, but I am not very hopeful. Let's take a look. Not quite. We have, okay, 11 more. Also, I did notice when I was testing stuff out, I did notice that the centrifuges actually cannot handle the full output of a single miner. Well, we could install 1 extra centrifuge and let's just take a look. Do we have as the window one? Oh wait, we can only merge chutes. I don't suppose we can split flip-flop splitter. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we can split them, but only in this T-junction configuration. Chute valve, that's not what we need. Chute overflow. Well, I suppose we can use this one as well, but once again, just a T-junction version. Actually, I don't really mind, but anyways, so we do have a splitter. Basically, if we install 1 more centrifuge for each of these, that would actually be a decent way of increasing the throughput. All we need to do is name them the same name as the other one. It will automatically output if it is at the correct amount, so I think that would be somewhat ideal, but we will worry about that later. For now, We switch down this one, then switch out the tank again, and then switch out the suit again.
Temperature high.
There we go. Okay, let me quickly make a pit stop at the rocketry base, pick up a bit of extra propellant, and then we will go and replace all these cables. Alright, we are here. So, well, I suppose we might as well just get started. I will drop down all the heavy cabling. In fact, I will drop down the regular cabling as well. And I will pick up everything and replace them with heavy cables. But we need to make sure that we are not going to mix the two networks together. Oh, right, and one more thing. I don't think we will have enough room for the smelting setup right here. We might want to move this battery, and I suppose we can put it right under here. Yes, this battery is almost fully charged, but you know what? For the sake of relative neatness, we might as well do it properly. Alright, please keep charging. As soon as this one is completely full, everything else will be dumped into this one, so that's fine. And I have installed another mod, the Network Painter mod. Thanks for reminding me that this exists actually, so I didn't bring a spray can, which is far from ideal. But eventually we will be able to repaint every single cable on the network with a single spray, and that will be very, very useful. But unfortunately, I completely forgot to bring some spray with us. Oh well, it's fine. For now, we can reclaim these, and turn this one into a T-junction, and everything should be back to normal. Okay, we can start picking up the small cabling, and we can start placing down the heavy cabling. Okay, as far as I can tell, this side should be good to go at this point. The Stirling engines turned off all by themselves, and we should start harvesting. Basically, if I try to turn this on, they turn off all by themselves, so yeah, I think we are back to normal. And these guys are also on the network. Oh, right, and before I forget, we need to add a small change to the code. You come out. It should be the same code, yes it still is. We need to change how we read from the tanks. So right now we are loading the pressure. Okay, don't load the sum, load the average. Yeah. Basically they will be on technically the same network, technically not, you know what I mean. So they should have exactly the same amount of gases inside. This way we will not only pressurize up to 22.5, we will always pressurize up to 45 megapascals if we can. So there we go. Okay, export, you can go back. And now we just need to switch out the cabling on this side. This part will be a little bit convoluted, but we will get there. Give me a second, please. Okay, unfortunately it wasn't quite enough. We are missing how many exactly? Let me see, so we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish. Right. Basically we just need to hook up the vending machine and then we are back in business. Everything else I think is working as intended. Okay, let me quickly go home and pick these up. We need to have the cabling at the ready for the silver anyway, so might as well take care of it now. And you know what? Since we are here, we might as well print out one more centrifuge. I just want to see if this will work. So centrifuge, if not, I suppose we can just repurpose it for the other miners, so that's gonna be fine, but I want to see if we can make this work. I think we should have enough steel sheets, so that's fine. Yeah, everything else appears to be okay. I think 12 extra cables should be enough. If not, it will be at the ready by the time we got back home. And you know what, yeah, let's wait for this one as well. Then, after I'm done with the silver, I will try to make this one work. I am not sure if we will get around to doing the other miners today, but fingers crossed, maybe we will. But before we go, don't forget to take care of the suit. Okay, batteries look alright. I don't think we need to have the data for these batteries, at least not right now. So I didn't hook those up. Right, I suppose we should move them over by one, but at this point, no. It's fine. Let me just quickly place down this one. Maybe right over this should be fine. Yeah. So you will go there, and the new one will go right on top, facing this way. Yeah, something like this. Is that... Yeah, that looks the same to me. Okay, we can pick this up now. In there. And let's finish up the cabling real quick. Alright, I think if I turn you on, you are back smelting, very good, and the vending machine appears to be working. Right? Yeah. It is working, good. Okay, the next thing we need to take care of is the code for the emptying. Unfortunately, the time between the two emptying is a little bit too long. Unfortunately, it's longer than one tick, so by the time the first ore stack comes out, the code will have ticked over to the next iteration, and at that point it will have less than 100 ores inside the centrifuge, so it will start recycling again. So I mean, I suppose I could set up something to make it work, but you know what, for the time being I think the threshold of 50 will be enough. It's not as efficient as it could be, but it will do. So instead of 100, go for 50. Yeah. I mean, the downtime is not that significant. I think we can manage. Alrighty then, so export the code, you can go back. And now we'll only output if we have more than 50. That's fine. Okay, let's take out the silver next. Let me see. We might need to move some of this cabling again. Okay, once again we are back in business, and now the arc furnace, you will be right here facing this way. And the cabling is in the way again. Right? Right, this piece right here. And once again we have power, and now you should be able to fit in perfectly. Good. Oh, and in this case we cannot move the batteries apparently. Okay then, so let me quickly hook up the data and power for the arc furnace. And next up, we need to make sure that they are named correctly. So this is going to be silver for the centrifuge and silver for the arc furnace as well. And don't forget to hook them together with a chute there and turn it on. I suppose I should add a turn on function on this code as well, because if we interrupt the power for whatever reason, sometimes it will switch off the main power switch. I don't know why. But anyways, that's fine now. Next up, the stacker. Which one would be the... I suppose here should be the best placement for it, which means we need more cabling. Okay, give me a second please. Thankfully, we have printed out a lot, so we should have plenty in the base. Okay, before we proceed any further, the stacker will go right here, exactly. And then, I suppose we can put the vending machine here. It's not the most ideal placement, but you know what? It will do. So a small vending machine will go right here. Yeah, we should be able to take care of the cabling now. Yeah, we can proceed. Alright, I think now we should be good. Okay, so plastic sheets will go here, that's fine. You appear to be functioning exactly good. You are turned on as well, and don't forget to set it to 500, so it will only output full stacks of ingots, and now you just need to hook them together. I think that will do. Okay, now we just need to take off the command from the silver lines, and the silver smelting should be up and running. Let's take a look. So you edit, and we need to take off these commands. Now the code will cycle through the silver parts as well. Although, you know what, now that I think about it, there's really no need to have these separated. Basically, every single centrifuge can be emptied out autonomously, and every single one of the arc furnaces can be turned on if it has anything on the input, so there's simply no reason to have these separated out into a separate function. We can just do this one for a batch writing and batch reading kind of deal. But you know what? This one is a bit more elegant, so I will do it this way. So confirm, you can come out, and as soon as I slot this one in, the silver smelting should be up and running. Let's take a look. Yes, we are emptying. Very good. Okay, as soon as the centrifuge ramps down, it will output the silver at 50 until it has less than 50, and then it will start doing its job again. Also, don't use the windowed version of this. Unfortunately, that one uses two chutes. I think a single chute will be just fine. So please use this one. There. That's better. Okay, so it's set to 500. Yeah, I think everything is working now. Now about you. Let me see. For a little bit, you shut off. If you break this chute open, then we will have a bunch of ores shooting out, which is not great. Also, this one dropped below 50. Very good. So you. First, make sure it is actually good to go.
Hydration critical.
Okay, next up. We need a chute coming down. I suppose we can have the splitter here. Let me take a look. How does it work? No, not the junction. This is going to be merging. We need the splitter, exactly. Well, in that case, I suppose it can be, let me see, this way, here. Then one of them will go up and into the other one. Okay, fine. Let's break this one open and quickly pick up the ores. That will do. 31. Sure, why not? I think we can put them into this one. We need an input, right? Yeah. That's fine. For now. We need a splitter. So one of them will go into this one, the other one will go into the one above. And before, yeah, let me very quickly put an inlet on this one. There, and quickly put the ores in. Dirty ore, there we go. Okay, now we can pick this up. We need the handrail. And we need a bit of extra shooting, but that's fine. You will go that way, and then this way, and then eventually go up. In the meantime, you can, technically speaking, turn on, but you don't have power in a bit. Okay, fine. Quickly hook up the power and the other cabling, and then we will go and print out the chutes. Okay, we are back. So, we will need one more corner piece here. And there. And we need to merge the output of this one into this one. Okay, hopefully this will make the smelting a bit faster. Fingers crossed. Okay, at this point you can turn back on. And I think we're back to normal. For now, I guess I will monitor the situation with this one. I don't want to install the next one until I'm 100% sure that it is actually warranted. In that case, we might want to install at least one window piece here. Right. Fine. This is how we will monitor it. So give me a window. This one. Okay. If we don't see any ores in this chute piece, then we will know that, you know, we don't need to install anymore. I guess should be fine now. Right, I turned this one on. Yes, I did. Good. Okay, hopefully this will be enough power for all these extra additions. What? I think it should be fine. Basically, these smelters will not run 24/7, so they will not consume all that much power, I think. So I think it's going to be fine. Okay then. I don't want to get started on this one today. I think it's a little bit too late for that. I will set down the foundations for it at least. So output comes out that way. Then I think we will have a couple of sorters, one for the iron, one for the copper, and one for the silicon. And by the way, you are completely full already. Well, that is a good problem to have, but that means we need to sort this out now. Let's see, so we will have one sort for the iron, one for the copper, one for the silicon, and then 3 arc furnaces, and then 3 sorters, and then 3 vending machines. Right. Well, we might as well place down this one. Then, this is where the sorter will go. I don't remember, is it 2 tiles or 1 tile wide? I don't want to commit to anything before I am 100% sure, so let's go home and print out 3 sorters real quick. Also, I don't remember. Do we need to... I think we can operate everything with a code. I don't think we need to use the sorting chip for a computer. I think that will be fine. Let me just take a look. Go up to level 7, please. In the meantime, a sorter, yes please. Just need some extra gold. Thank you. Gold is not looking all that great. Let me see, 1, 2, 3. Yes please. We do have some gold in here, right? Okay, fine. Still above 500 altogether. So, sorter. Can we set the prefab hash export count? Is it the prefab hash that we need to... No, that's a read only. Oh right, that is for the... never mind. I don't think we can change the input for mode, filter, logic. Okay, I have no idea. I suppose we can just quickly build a computer, set them up, and then we can uninstall it. It's fine. Right. Didn't I tell you to give me 3? Give me 3, please. Oh, stop. It's already here. Right. Okay. So how big are these? Yes, they are a single block wide, as far as I can tell. So input goes there, the 2 outputs will be in the front, and I do believe that the filtered output is this one. Yeah, and the unfiltered output is this one. So, for example, for the iron, pure iron will come out here, and the silicon and the copper will go through this way. Also, we might want to set up some kind of circulation system. So if we have some kind of an overflow for one of the resources, then the rest of them will just keep circling. Although that also means that eventually even the that one will overflow. Well, I suppose if we really have to, then we can build one silo or just dump the excess. This is basically free ores at this point, so if we dump the excess, it's not going to be all that much of a waste. Still a waste, but not that big a deal, I think. I will set up a circular system, and I do believe we have an overflow as well. So we have the window, junction, flip splitter, and overflow. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I will install this one on the big recycling loop, and if that one is completely full, then I will use this one to output the excess. I think that should be acceptable. Not the most ideal, but at least we will have a little bit of a buffer. Okay, just in case, I suspect we will need a lot more chutes, so yeah, give me maybe one more stack. And then eventually I will come back for the, what's it called? The arc furnace and the stacker and the vending machines and all that kind of stuff. And also, I think we have one extra computer in the rocketry base. I will use that one, which means we might want to quickly print out a sorter motherboard. Yeah, just need some silver. Okay, give me one of these. Yeah, give me the chutes, and I will quickly make a pit stop at the rocketry base, pick up that computer, and use that to configure these sorters. Home sweet home. It's been a while. Yes, I did take the mapping motherboard, so I suppose at this point you can just be disassembled, it's fine. So this one, and I believe handrail? Yes. Good. I will deal with the cabling later, it's fine. By the way, how are you guys? You are doing quite nicely. Good. Which means we should have plenty of oxygen at this point. And you switch over to Atmo. Not too bad. 6 megapascals. Okay then, and the base power is great. Alright, and you can switch off now. You have... Yeah, just switch off, it's fine. I will deal with the biomass later. Oh, right, and speaking of biomass, since we are here, might as well take a shower. Okay, feeling better already. Let's go ahead and install this real quick, and then we'll set things up. I will leave the gaps for the different devices, and after that we just need to install them and bring in the code for everything else. Okay, very happy to see that the batteries are full. That means we have enough power, even with the smelting going on. Nice. So, this one first. Weld them up at least a little bit so we are not going to fall through the floor. This will do for now. So, give me the sorters. You will go there, then I suppose this one should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. And then the next one. And we will have straight pieces going through there, and the sorted stuff will come out this way. Right, and the loop will feed back into this one. So you will have to come up and there, and you will be turned into a junction like this, a merging junction, facing this way, exactly. Okay, and the output of this one, the unfiltered one, will feed back into there. Now, I am not 100% sure, just go over the top so we can reach the on-off switches. I am not 100% sure if they cannot sort a ore. Are they just going to spit it out on the unfiltered side, or are they going to get stuck? I am not 100% sure. I have never really done this all that much. So anyways, you will be facing upwards this way, a corner piece. Once again, I will have to test this in between episodes, but if it is working as I expect, basically, if it cannot filter out the relevant ore, then I expect it to basically just put it through the unfiltered side. And in that case, it will just go ahead and recycle it, right? And make this side a little bit longer. Yeah, let's put the overflow here. So let's have the overflow right here, facing like this. Anything that is, I believe this is going to be the overflow, right? Well, I have no idea. I guess we will see eventually. Hopefully. For now, corner piece will go over the top and back into the system. Hopefully this is the overflow output. But for now, let's take care of these sorters. So, we should be able to feed the power through that way. And I suspect we will need to upgrade all this as well. So tell you what, I will preemptively start using heavy cables after here. There. So we don't have to upgrade all this in the back. You guys can turn on. And next up, let's place down the computer that will be used to set up the sorting. So computer, you can go, yeah, there. The sorter motherboard will go in there. And for now, sure, I don't think this is going to be permanent, so might as well just use regular cables for it. That will do. So, devices. Yes, there we go. Okay, name them correctly so we know which is which. I suppose you can be for the iron. You will be for the copper, and you will be for the silicon. Right? Right. Okay. So, whitelist. I would like to have... can I write? No, I cannot. Oh, okay. I opens the helmet. Don't do that.
Temperature high.
Okay, fine. Let's just find it. Of course, it's at the bottom of the list. So, iron, whitelist for the iron sorter, then the silicon, and then the copper. That should do it. Okay. I suppose at this point this one should be good to go. So devices is done. Yeah. Okay, you can turn off. And this one will once again feed straight into a arc furnace. I suspect we will need to leave at least one space, so let's just install these here. Arc furnaces will go there, and then output into a couple of stackers there, and eventually they will feed into a vending machine that way. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more chutes and the actual devices. Right. You know what? Since we had that big time lapse for the keyboard replacement, let's go ahead and at least install everything. Print them out, install them, maybe keyboard them up, and then we will sort out the code in the next episode. I think that should be acceptable.
Temperature high.
Oh, we cut this one real close to the waste tank, but it's fine. So, one more level up. We will need 3 arc furnaces. Arc furnace, that is going to be not enough iron, so please give me some more iron. We just pick up the iron and we are already using it a lot. So give me 3 of these, and then 3 sorters, then 3 vending machines. We have enough plastic sheets, so that's fine. But might be enough heavy cabling, but you know what? Better safe than sorry. Cable, heavy, 100 more. I am 100% sure we will use these eventually, so it's fine. In the meantime, you are printing be slowly. Fine, heat engine. Good. And how are the cocoa trees going? Oh, they're doing quite nicely. Yes, please give me 1 seed and these 3 cocoa. And at this point, I think we can make our first 2 chocolate bars. Sorry, back you go. Okay, quickly process these 3 cocoa beans. And I believe we only need 2 for each chocolate bar. So first things first. You will have to come out. There we go. Next up, process all this. There we go. And double check. So, chocolate bar. Yes, 2 cocoa and 10 sugar. Let's take a look. So 1 and 2 grams of cocoa, and then 10 grams of sugar. It adds it. Okay. Unfortunately, I thought it would add 1 gram at a time, not like this. Fine, clear it. Let's make 1 chocolate bar. So 2 grams of cocoa and 10 grams of sugar. This will produce a chocolate bar. I kind of wish that this would require the actual oven, but you know what? Microwave will do as well. Anyways, we have a chocolate bar. Nice. I will put this one here. Eventually, I suppose we can eat it. It should be a 4-star food, but it is not very nutritious. It is only 30 nutrition, it's not a lot. Anyways, sorry. There we go. Yeah, eventually I will make some more, and then we can sell them to the traders. Anyways, you are done. Next up, the stackers. Give me 3 of these as well, and then the 3 vending machines. How are we doing on these cablings? These are all full stacks, right? Yes, very good. And you are about halfway done. Thank you. And next up, please give us the vending machines. Oh, right, that comes from the electric printer. Okay, fine, stop. Vending machine, we have everything. Give me 3 real quick. I will keep an eye on this so we don't overprint. Ooh, never mind. Electrum. We need to print out, or, well, make some more electrum. Unfortunately, we don't have enough, but... well, we should have plenty of silver and gold at the miners at this point. So I suppose we could pick up some and make some electrum that in the new furnace. Yeah, that sounds about right. But first, install whatever we have, and then I suppose we can say goodbye. Right, so one of these will go here, facing this way, exactly. And then another one. Oh, come on. Seriously, we need to space them out one more? Well, in that case, I suppose... Yeah, just move them from now, it's fine. Well, at least that will make the recycling chute a little bit longer. Oh well. By the way, you need to come with us. So, instead of having it here, it will be here. And then the next one will be here instead. Which means we need to reconfigure these two, but small price to pay. Anyways, arc furnace will once again go here, facing this way. And then the next one will go here, facing this way. Correct. That looks good to me. These ones will feed into stackers. That's fine. And then into vending machines. Right, might as well place one down. That's all we have at the moment. So that's going to be one. Then the plastic sheets, and that's it. Okay, very quickly take care of this. I think we still have plenty of time on the recording. I think we can afford to do this one real quick. We don't need to pick these shoots up, but we need to move these at least. Which also means we need to recable certain parts of this network. Right, okay, you can turn on once again. This is going to be for the copper. Okay, as far as I can tell, now we just need the recycling loop with a overflow part, and that's it. Output, throughput, output, throughput. Yeah, the merging comes back, that's fine. Okay, let me quickly take care of these, and then I think we are done. Right, I think we can go this one here for now. So we have everything set up for the sorting. I will test out how the overflow will work. I really hope that it will output to the side. If not, it's fine. And I suppose, you know what? Yeah, we will have this little indent on the terrain here. That happy little accident. And in the storms, the ores will be damaged and deleted. But if we catch them in time, I suppose we could pick up some stragglers and feed them back into the system. Yeah. Anyways, for now, all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching, and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you, and goodbye.